Hey there, folks. Remember that time in 2020 when Seattle decided to get really into LARPing? Yeah, I'm talking about CHAZ, the Capitol Hill Autonomous Zone, 6 blocks of Seattle, totally free from, well, mostly free from police. It was supposed to be a social experiment, a revolution. It ended up more like a slightly unorganized block party. Picture this, a bunch of well-meaning, idealistic folks, fueled by social media and probably a little too much kombucha, deciding to create a utopia. They had big dreams, man. They were going to dismantle systems of oppression, grow their own food, and maybe even figure out what a drum circle actually is. Spoiler alert, it's exactly what it sounds like. So what did these intrepid revolutionaries want? Oh, just the usual social justice, economic equality, world peace, light work. They were going to create a society free from capitalism, racism, and probably bad haircuts. They even had a list of demands, which, to be fair, is more than I can say for my last Grubhub order. They wanted free healthcare, free education, and of course, free rent. Because who needs landlords when you have communal living and a deep distrust of anyone who owns property? It was like Burning Man, but with less body glitter and more earnest conversations about intersectionality. Now, every good story needs a little conflict, right? Enter Raz Simone, self-proclaimed rapper, and for a hot minute, the unofficial warlord of CHAZ. Yeah? You heard that right. Warlord. Apparently, when you abolish the police, someone's got to keep things in check, and that someone is a dude with a microphone and a penchant for dramatic pronouncements. There were also rumours of armed guards, shakedowns of local businesses, and a whole lot of confusion about who was actually in charge. Remember that community garden they were so excited about? Yeah, someone paved over it to build a stage. Because nothing says revolution like a good old-fashioned lack of parking. Section 4 CHAZ, come for the revolution, stay for the drum circles. But hey, it wasn't all bad. They had movie nights, open mic poetry slams, and enough tie-dye to make Woodstock blush. It was like summer camp, but with more political theory and fewer mosquitoes. Plus, you've got to admire their commitment to sustainability. I mean, they were all about composting, recycling, and redistributing wealth. Well, at least they were good at the first two. Of course, the whole thing was also incredibly chaotic. There were arguments, disagreements, and probably a few too many instances of people using the phrase, "check your privilege." It was like a microcosm of every college dorm room debate ever, but with higher stakes and worse hygiene. Section 5, from utopia to in 3.5 weeks. Sadly, like all good things, CHAZ eventually came to an end. After a few weeks of free love, free kale, and a whole lot of free-form jazz flute, the city decided maybe, just maybe, having an autonomous zone in the middle of a major city wasn't the best idea. And so the police moved in, the barricades came down, and CHAZ faded into the annals of history. The dream was over. The revolution had been postponed, and everyone went back to their regularly scheduled programming, probably a little bit wiser, definitely a little bit dirtier, and maybe, just maybe, with a newfound appreciation for the complexities of governing. Section 6 CHAZ, a masterclass in how not to start a utopian society. So what did we learn from CHAZ? Well, for starters, starting a utopian society is hard. Like, really hard. It's not all drum circles and free vegetables. You need, like, actual plans and resources and probably a better understanding of logistics. Also, maybe don't appoint a warlord? Just a thought. But hey, at least it was entertaining, right? And in a world that often feels like it's falling apart, there's something kind of beautiful about a bunch of people, however misguided, trying to build something better, even if that something better ends up being a slightly smelly, vaguely anarchist street fair.